All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you have not already subscribed yet, please make sure that you do so. And at the end of this video, if you did find any value in it, make sure that you share this video, especially for anyone else in the industry that may be looking for an opportunity, specifically an epic role. So I cannot use my laser pointer. I think it's because I'm on the screen. So I'll be trying to highlight some of the things that I mentioned here. So this is an epic analyst position with United Health Group. This was posted a couple of days ago, and they're actually hiring for a few different modules for Epic. This position home base is in Nashville, Tennessee. However, they are also hiring for Telecommute as well. So if you live in Nashville, Tennessee, great, but they are also hiring remotely for this position as well. So I'm going to scroll down here. They're hiring specifically for clinical, revenue cycle reporting, technical, as well as operations. So as you may know, Epic has many different modules from Resolute, Bones, Willow. So Resolute is for PB and HB billing as well as revenue cycle. Bones is for ortho. Willow is for pharmacy. There's many different modules of Epic, but I will not get into all of them right now. There's a lot of them. So if you are an Epic super user, if you've assisted with any trainings, if you're interested in just transitioning into the support and training sides of healthcare systems, this is for you. I wanted to pull up this position here because there's some verbiage that they use in their job posting here that I really like for individuals who do not have the Epic certification, or maybe if you don't even have the degree. So let's go down into what they said right here in the preferred qualifications. So you guys know I said there's a big difference in between required and preferred, right? I don't know if this is a mistake, but they definitely listed it here under preferred qualifications. Now they did say here, active Epic certifications in at least one of the Epic, in at least one of the Epic applications. However, they put preferred. They also put completed Epic CEE to maintain certifications and proficiencies and badges. All right. And then here, this is what I really like. It said any combination of certifications and or experience, right? This line item here is very ambiguous. It's like, okay, what type of certifications and or experience? They didn't specify. So you could possibly have the RHIT credential, be a registered health information technician, and have a associate's degree in health information technology and have several years of experience. Maybe you have 5+ years of experience, 10+ years of experience that would allow you to, potentially qualify for this position. Maybe you don't have the Epic certification, but you're an Epic super user in your facility, and maybe you've assisted with some trainings. So this is probably where this line item here where they say any combination of certifications and or experience comes into play. And I made a post maybe about a week or so ago about companies that hire individuals without the Epic certification. Now, if a company hires you without a certification, however, they require you to have that certification to perform in that role, they usually will give you a certain amount of months to obtain the Epic certification. Sometimes it's 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, 12 months. It really depends on the organization, what that time range is. And if a company hires you without the certification, right? If they hire you without the certification and give you that time range to obtain the certification, 9 times out of 10, that also means that they will sponsor the certification because they hired you without it. Okay, so these are the type of opportunities that you want to search for if you want to become Epic certified. I get asked a lot How do I become Epic certified? It is very simple. You just simply look for opportunities with companies that will sponsor your certification. Don't waste your time and energy on trying to obtain Epic certification with your current employer if they do not have that type of opportunity available for you in your current position. Maybe there are other positions at the organization that are Epic roles that is similar to that, where you can get into the role and get the Epic certification later. Sorry for that interruption. The dog wanted to start barking at the pool guy. Okay, so these are the type of opportunities that you want to look for when you are searching for Epic opportunities. You want to look for companies that will give you the opportunity before you have the certification. Now, in this job posting, it is not very clear that that is what United Health Group is offering. So it would not hurt for you to ask, if you apply for the position and you actually get selected for the interview without the Epic certification, one, that's a clear indicator that they're willing to give you a chance. And if you're just not quite sure, you can just ask, I'm glad that you reached out to me for this opportunity. I currently do not have the Epic certification. I was just wondering that if I am considered for this position, will United Health Group sponsor the Epic certification? It is perfectly fine for you to ask that question, because if that is what you're looking for, what is the use of wasting your time or the company's time if you are going to turn down the job offer if that is not the case? It's perfectly fine for you to ask those questions. I tell everyone all the time, it is a two-way street. When you are looking for job opportunities, it's a two-way street. It's not just the company that has leverage or that has something valuable. Your human capital is valuable as well. And there are things that you want. There are things that you are looking for in your potential employer. So it's perfectly fine for you to ask questions. Do not be afraid to ask questions when you're going through the interview process. Okay. This position, they did list down below that the salary ranges between $82,000 to $161,000 for candidates. Specifically, it says living in Colorado and then Connecticut and Nevada, but that is like a good kind of gauge or range to give you some thought on what the salary range here may be. Now, I don't live in any one of these states, but it's going to be very hard to convince me different or otherwise to accept anything below this range that they have listed here for these other states, when I can clearly see what you're paying someone who lives in a different state to do the same type of work that I'm doing. Okay. It's going to be very hard. So it is a good gauge to use in terms of a salary negotiation when you are thinking of the dollar amount that you want. And guys, remember, you should know the dollar amount that you want before you go into that interview. When you go through the interview stage and process and then you get a job offer, it should not be at that moment that you're trying to figure out, is this a good number? Is this fair? Is this average? Is this above the average pay? Like, you should have already figured all of that out before you even got to the interview. So this is just a good gauge. You should still do your research and find out what the national average is, what the state average is, and then also consider in your years of experience, your education, any significant career highlights that you have that is relevant to this specific position. You should take all of that into account. So again, this is a really, really great opportunity for anyone who is interested in transitioning to support and training side of healthcare systems. And if you want to become Epic certified, if you are Epic super user in your facility already, if you've already assisted with trainings, if this is just something that you are interested in pursuing, this would be a really great opportunity. United Health Group just posted this a couple of days ago, so this is fresh. They're hiring for several different Epic roles. Again, clinical, revenue cycle, reporting, technical, and also operations as well. If you work on the revenue side of things, like if you're a revenue cycle analyst, revenue integrity specialist, if you work in like PB billing, hospital billing, the revenue cycle module, Resolute, this will be a perfect opportunity for you if you are interested in transitioning to the support and training side of things and you're very well versed in using the Epic software. This is a great opportunity for you to consider. So the link to apply for this position will be down below. Again, you guys, I am not the recruiter. I do not know the recruiter. You cannot send me your resume to apply for this position. I will not be able to help you out with those things. If you are inside of one of my groups, if you are inside of the HIM Blueprint for Success coaching program, or if you are a member of the HIM Careers Club, you guys can most definitely reach out to me for help with your resume and the keywords for this position. Because you guys remember, keywords are super important. I can post the link to this job posting down below, but if you do not have the keywords that match up for this position, you will not make it through the system. They will never know that you applied for the job. And then also, if you do have the right keywords on your resume, but your resume is not written in a targeted and value-based way, same thing. It's not going to matter to the recruiter or the hiring manager that's reading your resume because your resume is not targeted towards the position that you are applying for. You guys, these type of positions like this Epic Analyst position, these are not positions that you just want to just wing it and just apply without targeting your resume. These are very valuable, high valuable, top tier type positions inside of the healthcare industry. You are not going to, or I'm not going to say you are not going to, you should not, and I do not recommend for you to apply for a position that is paying $80, $90, $100, $120,000 a year. Just apply for a position that you did not take the time to work on your resume. Because why? Why would you do that? Like, do you really want the job? Take the time with your resume to target it for that position. It could probably be the best 30 minutes you spent in your life targeting your resume for this position that could possibly lead you to getting a job offer that's like $120,000 a year. It could be a job opportunity that could change your lifestyle overnight. So why do anything less but take the time to target your resume for the position? Why do anything less? So I just want to put that out there. The link will be down below. And you guys remember, share this video with your friends, with anyone who is interested in getting into an Epic role. This is very fresh and new. So I don't expect for this to be up long. Usually when I put up these job postings on my YouTube channel, the job link is gone in maybe about a day or two. So once I post this up, hundreds and hundreds of people are going to see this. So make sure that you take your time if you really want to be one of the folks that is selected for the interview. Also, inside of the job posting, I did notice that it says something about 25% travel. Right. So right here, in this line item, it says ability to travel 25% of the time, Monday through Thursday, depending on the role and project requirement. So I'm not sure what this 25% of the time consists of, like 25% of the time, like weekly throughout the year. Maybe would there be like certain time periods through the year where you might have to travel and be on site at a facility? I'm not sure here. It's not very clear. Again, you guys, like, don't be afraid to ask questions. If a recruiter hits you up and they're like, we want to interview you for this position, it's okay for you to say, I have a couple of questions before I accept this interview. One, with the ability to travel 25% of the time, like, is that like on a weekly basis, or is this just that sometimes during the year? Again, the question about the Epic credential, you can ask these questions. Like, do not be afraid to ask questions, because why waste anyone's time? Why waste anyone's time? All of our time is valuable. The employee, the candidate that's searching, and also the company, everybody's time is valuable. So treat it that way. So I just wanted to put that out there, and good luck to anyone that applies. All right. Bye, you guys.